So one of the key elements of this show basically is empowerment, and we want everyone to go after their goals and go after their dreams. Do not let nothing stop you. Pursue your dreams. Keep the faith. And tonight we have an inspirational moment that's going to be brought to you by none other than my partner, my buddy, the professor, Mr. Chris Child, Dr. Chris Child. I'm sorry.
I am doctor. Call me doctor.
Yes, doctor.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know, fellas, let me tell you guys a story. A few weeks ago, one of my former students called me. He was sounding kind of distraught. He had recently graduated from college. He was seeking a job, but things weren't panning out for him. He was applying for this job and this job, talking to life coaches, attending events. And he was just calling me like, Dr. Childs, what should I do? And I just gave him what I thought was some good advice. Then right before he hung up the phone, fellas, he asked me one question. He said, Dr. Childs, what do you do when your world is falling apart? I said, wow, that was deep. And what I initially did, I gave him a biblical verse. I said, hey, man, you just got to lean and depend on God. He's going to see you through. And gave him the typical biblical answer. But I can tell this didn't resonate with him. Also, it left me troubled. So I want everyone tonight to meditate for one moment. What do you do when your world is falling apart? Truly think about it. What do you do when your world is falling apart? Because fast forward, I talked to him several months ago. Fast forward, recently, I came home from a business trip. And when I come home from a business trip, my oldest daughter runs to the door, gives me this big hug. Daddy, I missed you. I'm so happy that you're back. And it makes me feel good. Immediately after she gave me a hug recently, she stepped back and said, Daddy, you're never home enough. You're always on the go. You don't spend time with me. And immediately, guys, my heart sunk. So I said, guess what? On Saturday, I'm always gone. But this Saturday, I'm going to spend some time with you. We're going to have Daddy and Daughter Day.
That's awesome.
So this Saturday came, guys, and I woke up early. I was like, I'm going to get some work done before she wakes up. Literally 10 minutes after I woke up and started working, she wakes up. So I'm like, oh, crap. I want to get some work done. I want to spend time with my daughter, but I need to get some work done. So I did something with her. I had a newspaper. It had a picture of the world on it. I took this newspaper, I ripped it in a bunch of pieces and threw it on the floor. I said, hey, baby, let's play a puzzle game before Daddy interacts with you. She said, cool. Me, I'm thinking, hey, I got a paper I need to finish writing. It's going to take a while to put together the world. Do you know she put this together in 2 minutes? She put the ripped piece of paper together in 2 minutes, literally. I'm like, he said, Daddy, I'm done. I'm dumbfounded. I'm intrigued, but I'm dumbfounded. Like, how the heck did she put this together in 2 minutes? And then I said, so sweet, I said, Kyla, how'd you do this? She said, Daddy, you know, when you threw the pieces of paper on the floor, one of the sides had the picture of a man on it, a piece of a man. She said, I know what a man looks like. I didn't really know what the world looks like, but I knew what the man looks like. So she flipped all the pieces over to the man and put the man together.
Yeah.
I said, wow, you just taught me something. She answered my question from several weeks ago. What do you do when your world is falling apart? You don't try to fix the world. You fix the man in the mirror. You see, fellas, in this life, we cannot control our surroundings. We can only control ourselves and how we respond to things. We have to stop looking around and take a deep look at that man or woman in the mirror. You can change that person. Yeah. You can fix that person. You can help that person. Because that person in the mirror has been through ups and downs. That person knows what it's like to be lied on. That person knows what it's like to be hurt. They know what it's like to not have a job, to be alone. But guess what? That person is still here. That person you see in the mirror is still here. So through the heartache and pain, you're still here. And let me tell you something else, guys, in our audience. Everyone on this show tonight has been through something. Everyone has a past. Everyone has a story. Some people have a great past. Some people have a hellacious past. But no matter what has happened prior, at this moment in time on Wednesday night, we're all in the same place together. And we have to think about that. That's deep. You see, typically, I'm the teacher. I'm working with teachers around the country, but sometimes as a teacher, I have to be the student. And that my daughter taught me, Daddy, get the man together. Everything else is going to get together. Because in this life, guys, we're going to have some bad days. You're going to have, as the old song says, some hills to climb. But when you look back over your life, I guarantee your good days will outweigh your bad days. And to everyone listening tonight, I'm proclaiming 2016 is your year. Stop waiting for tomorrow. All you have is right now. Right now to pursue your goals and your dreams. Right now to make sure your future is better than your past. Right now to look at that beautiful person you see in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm going to be all right. In this life, we're only promised a life. We can go through it cautiously, afraid to make mistakes, afraid to take chances. But I want you to understand something. You cannot get out of life alive. One day, we're going to die. And for me, I feel life is not a journey to the grave, trying to get there pretty, well preserved. But you know, fellas, when I go to the grave, I'm coming in sideways, saying, boy, this was a hell of a ride. So I leave you with that today, everybody. Stop trying to fix everything around you and fix what's in front of you. You can do it. It's going to work out. I believe in you. I didn't want to preach tonight, but it's laying on my heart, man. I really, truly believe that things are going to work out for everybody. Let's stop worrying about what's around us. You fix yourself. You fix the man like my daughter, and it's going to work out.
Hey.
God bless everybody.